How do I make these basic items look a bit elevated and as simple as possible? I feel like this is a staple that everybody has in their closet. It flows. I don't know how to explain it. It just flows. Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. I'm 𝘸𝑚𝑦𝑚𝑦𝑚, and usually I do my hauls in like a hey, I bought this, let's try it on type of vibe, but I am doing something very different today. I am going to actually take basic bottoms. So I'm going to take a denim short in both dark and light wash, denim pants, and a long denim skirt, and I'm going to see if I could elevate it using whatever basics that I have in my closet. And the reason for this is because I personally I feel like it's time for me to grow up a little bit, and I don't want to go too far, too much. I still want to be comfortable, but also I don't want to blow my budget. So the goal right now is, how do I make these basic items look a bit elevated and as simple as possible? Because I think, if anything, simple, easy access is the best way to start when it comes to upgrading your life, upgrading your closet, just upgrading your world. So let's get started with the very first outfit. So I am starting this off with a pair of dark blue denim shorts. I feel like this is a staple that everybody has in their closet, so it's a great place to start for trying to elevate our closet, right? So I'm thinking this dark denim, I'm going to just try to match that, keep it dark, keep it light, keep it simple, because right now all we're really working with is basics, and I do think I could elevate this denim blue shorts. But I will also say the hardest thing about something like denim shorts is it's very easy to make it look casual. So I'm hoping that whatever I pair it up with helps elevate the outfit, and then I could feel more confident, because that's the goal. The goal, as always, is to make myself feel more confident in the clothes I'm wearing, regardless of what brand, regardless of the price tag. So if I can make myself feel luxurious in basics, then you can too. So let's get these on and work from there. Alright guys, so I have my denim shorts on. It's a good fit, it feels good. I do think the dark colorway works great for me. And honestly, the best thing about shorts like these is I could literally go out in this top and it'd still be a decent outfit, but that's not what we're going for. We're going for elevated, sophisticated. So I think I have the perfect green top. I actually barely wear green, but we want growth, we want abundance, we want wealth, and that screams green to me. So I'm gonna get that green top and see where we go from there. So I have on this green top, and I honestly feel like green might be my color, especially these dark colors. I'm actually really liking the vibe of this. I feel like this green makes me feel luxurious, wealthy, and like I'm growing or elevating. But I will say, because the pants are dark and the top is dark, I kind of want to add a little bit of contrast. So I'm going to just grab this brown belt. It's a little bit light. I do think with this belt, it might give me like safari type of look. I had a white belt as well to break it up, but I felt like the white was a bit too stark in contrast, and I want something that feels like it's in the same set of colorways or in the same vibe, and this vibe gives me like earthy goddess, and that's what I want to go for. So here we are. And yeah, it does work together. I do feel like a bit luxe with this outfit on. I do think, now that I'm thinking about it, that sometimes the easiest way to elevate your fit is literally just to add a belt. Especially for women with pants, I always feel like the waist is either too tight or it's still loose in some way. It's never accurate. So a belt definitely helps fix all of that, which I love. Now, I do have a black pair of heels, but I see my brown booties here. These are not the same color, but I'm hoping that since the booties will be on my feet and this brown belt is here, it kind of ties it in together and nobody's gonna really know the difference. So let's get these booties on and see if it kind of works out. Okay, we have the heels on, and I will say heels definitely elevates the look. I love a good pair of booties. I always feel like boots, especially heeled boots, just make everything look luxe and luxurious, as well as makes your legs look longer, and I just feel like boots always work. Now, overall for this whole outfit, honestly, if I'm being really honest, because the whole point of this was to elevate this pair of shorts. Love the shorts. I feel like the shorts fits well, works well. I think the top works well. I still feel like maybe it's better if it was like a bit more high-waisted shorts, just so that way my belly's not showing in between, because my skin tone is kind of messing up the continuity. I'm okay with the belts. A part of me wishes it was a little bit darker, or the gold buckle was a bit bigger or something, to just make everything feel more unified. Overall though, I have to give this outfit maybe a 7, but the main reason for that isn't the outfit itself or the shorts themselves. It's mainly the accessory pairing to go with it. I personally didn't have anything that properly worked with this, but the great thing with accessories is I could always add that into my collection later, because I do think a brown hat that matches this color, like a brim hat, will work great. I do think if the shoes matched better, even better. And also I just think like maybe a mid-calf or knee-high boot would actually work much better with this, even if it was flat or heeled. I just think like these are little things that could elevate the outfit a bit more. So right now, just because it has a lot to work on, a 7 is where I'm starting this off at, but it's a great start because we are working with basics to elevate basics. So very happy with this. So since I did a pair of dark blue shorts, I thought, why not grab a light blue pair, basic overall, something everybody has in their closet, and just keep up with that momentum. So I'm gonna see about how I could elevate these light blue shorts and kind of mix it with some darker colors so I can have a bit of contrast. So let's get these shorts on. So I have these shorts on, and I kind of feel like if I put it with this light top or something light colored like this, it just kind of blends and fades away. And I'm also thinking darker colors are more my style, but I don't want to get rid of these light blue shorts, so I'm gonna go chocolate. Why? Because you can't say no to chocolate unless you're allergic. Then you can say no. But you can't say no to chocolate. So I do think the dark brown will help give these shorts an oomph without being too pastel and fade away. So I'm grabbing my dark brown bodysuit and seeing how this works. I'm hoping for the best. Guys, I'm really liking this dark brown. I really think brown is just my color with these light blue shorts. It's giving. It's giving. I think, let me just add my only brown belt. Now, it's not the same color. It's a little bit lighter, but I think it'll work. This is giving me like, how do I put it? Not safari, but more like, I'll go into the wilderness if I have to, but I'm not going to touch anything. Okay, look at that. With the belt, it kind of cinches it all in. Right? It's nice. It's nice. I think gold and just brown is just my color. It's always a nice combination. Like, think of chocolate, once again, with little gold flakes in it. It just screams luxury. It just screams lush. It just also screams expensive. But that's what we're going for. So yeah, I think this is a nice contrast. I have my nude heels, but I also have my black ones. And I don't have a pair of brown heels that match either of these. So I think going with a brown that doesn't really go with it is gonna mess up the color distortion, unless it was like one lighter color, then you could do like a brown gradient. But I think if I pair it with these black heels, this might work, because you see it's dark, and if it's nighttime, nobody's really gonna notice the difference between the dark brown and the black shoe. So I think this could work. Everything dark except for the shorts, and then slightly lighter belt to add, to like blend it all in. This could work. Hold on, we gotta put the whole thing together. Okay guys, I don't know if it's something about a nice heel, but like the heel with the dark top, it just works for me. And then this light colored shorts, it's like, this is focal point. This is the like almost pop of color, but in like the opposite effect. And I just like it. Woo! I will say, overall, when it comes to me putting this outfit together, in terms of how confident it makes me feel, how lush it makes me feel, and if it's, you know, the outfit that I would wear in the future, I think yes, but I would make some changes. One, I do think a nice brimmed hat would look great with this. Belt kind of works, but I want it to be a little bit more cohesive, so I would have gone with either a darker belt or even an overall lighter belt. But the shoes, I really wish I had a matching pair of brown shoes, or even a boot. Honestly, I do think a boot could go well with this, a nice mid, or even, yeah, a nice boot would go great with this. Don't get me wrong, these heeled sandals are working, but I feel like this outfit, once again, would look better at nighttime, because the dark brown would make the black look the same, and it would work out, it'd still work out. But yeah, I'd have to give this whole look maybe a 7.5, but that's because I didn't have the things that I feel would make it go better. But this is overall a great starting point, and that's what we want, is we want a good starting point to make our basics feel luxury or feel more expensive, or just make me or ourselves feel more expensive, even if it's just basic. So yeah, definitely, what did I say, 7? A 7. The next on my list is the basic denim pants, and I'm actually upgrading this a little, because usually I go for a nice skinny jean or a mom jean or something that's just a little bit baggy, but this is a basic straight leg. And for me, I feel like women who wear straight leg know how to rock a jean, and majority of the time they tend to be older and aging like fine wine. And if you guys don't know anything about wine, wine only gets better. So I already upgraded this, so because this is a style of denim I'm not used to wearing, I think I'm gonna try to keep it basic and see if I can elevate it with just a basic top and shoe. Yeah, just because I do feel like a straight leg denim jean is already elevated, already mature, and that is where I want to be. I don't want to do too much. I want to see if I could keep it minimal and still elevated. So let's get these on and see what happens next. Okay guys, so I have it on. Look at this, right? And then if you could see my feet, the straight leg, honestly, like I said, the straight leg just feels like an adult. It makes me feel like an adult, and I have places to go and I have no time to be dragging my jeans on the floor, which I like. I do really love this color. It's still in the dark wash kind of thing, but it's like a muted matte navy-ish color, and I just like it. It feels luxe. I do think because I am liking this kind of light color on top, and because I do have a pair of like nude beige heels, I might just try to match those so that way the denim can be the focal point, because this is going to be a minimal look. So I'm thinking not like Oreo, but kind of like Oreo, where it's like the light on the top and the bottom, and then the denim could be the cream. So let me get that top on, and then we'll go and look at shoes. Okay guys, I did a thing. I did not just take a basic top, I took a backless top, right? Which gives room for the pants to shine and also makes me feel like I am 90s fine. It works for me. I don't know what I was doing there, but it works for me. It really, really does. I think I'm actually gonna put on some heels to go with this. Like I said, I really love the backless with the straight leg denim jeans because it flows. I don't know how to explain it. It just flows. And my thighs aren't suffocating, which is great. So I'm really, oh my gosh. I just feel like you do not have to be over the top accessorizing, wearing too much, wearing bold colors to be bold, beautiful, and fabulous. You could do it with minimalistic style. You could do it with very simple things. You could do it with basics, because that's all we're doing here is basics. So let's get those shoes on with a basic nude, beige, or whatever skin tone you are heel, and let's work through that. Okay, look at this, right? We got our little nude heel going on, and like literally pop a bag and you are just out here doing your thing, looking good while doing it, not too much, not too little, and still classy and elevated. I like this. It's like a simple, classy look. And then just like I said, having the back out gives that little bit of sex appeal without being too much, without being too like pick me, just a little bit like I can do that. I can do that. It's classy. I can do that. I like this. I like this. And I like that it did not take much to put together. Wow. And I feel like this straight leg denim, we're going to have to keep talking because it really, I don't know, it just makes me feel like my legs are longer, and I don't know if that's because the pants is just straight down, but it doesn't make me feel too thick, doesn't make me feel too thin. It's just nice and even. I like it. I really like this. Guys, for this one, I'm giving this denim pant a score of 9.5 because I feel like it is truly, truly versatile. It's just long enough to let the heels poke out a bit without putting too much attention on that. So, you know, a little cute toe action. And then just pairing it with this top, I feel like you could even wear a regular top, something that comes right in. It covers your belly pooch, and it just goes very, very well. I feel like just because it's a straight leg denim pant and the way it fits is pretty decently, I think because of that, like, overall, I'm giving this a 9.5. I think if you want to elevate your closet, if you really, really want to elevate your closet, get at least one pair of straight leg denim and a pair of nice heels. It's gonna work every time. That's what I think, because I'm keeping this. Alright guys, so I'm gonna work with this long denim skirt. I'm actually a bit nervous about this because I usually avoid long skirts because I'm on the shorter spectrum of things, and I always feel like in my head I'm just like, long skirts make my legs look short, and I don't want to look short. I want to look tall, leggy, lengthy. But I did read that girls with short legs, sometimes wearing long skirts can actually make you look taller and make your legs look longer in a way. So I'm gonna try to take this denim skirt that I got and see if I can upgrade my wardrobe with it. So I'm thinking red top for a bold pop of color and black and gold accents. So let's go. Okay, so I have the skirt on. What I really like about this skirt is that these buttons on the side allow me to, you know, make it like a nice long skirt, or I could have a little bit of leg action. I think I'm gonna actually do a bit more leg action. So that way, you know, I can say like, hey, I have legs under here. It's not short, it's not invisible, it's lengthy, and it has a little bit of like right? So let's get that top on. Remember, I was thinking pop of color because this skirt is dark. I think I might actually need to add a belt because it's a bit loose in the waist, but nice and snug around the hip area, not too tight that it's suffocating me, but enough to like wiggle around it. So yeah, I think I will have to add a belt, but for now, let's add that pop of color with a red burgundy top for a little bit of love. And I think this dark red color goes well with this dark indigo color. I really think the fact that they're both kind of in the same darkness and depth is what makes it work. Because now that I'm thinking about it, if this was like a super bright or pastel, it might contrast too much, but this together, it feels united, it feels elevated, it feels a little bit elegant. I'm definitely gonna add that belt, and I have it right here, because this waist is not doing it for me, and I think it's the only thing that makes it look really, really frumpy. And that's the last thing I want, is for it to look frumpy. So a little bit of belt. And this one actually has a gold buckle, which works for me because I'm wearing gold jewelry, earrings, necklace, bracelet. And I feel like this is going to tie it all together. Wow! You know, I think belts really help elevate an outfit, because now that I'm thinking about it, whenever I think of old money fashion, and if they're in jeans or shorts or anything like that, they always have a nice belt with a clean, simple belt buckle. So I love this. I love this. I already feel like an adult. This is nice. I feel like an adult. And now I think I'm just gonna adult it up some more, and instead of wearing sandals, I'm gonna go put on some heels so I can feel more grown woman-y. So let me get that. Guys, what? Oh my gosh. Like, I did not think I would like this denim skirt or could pull off a look like this, but what? I feel like upgraded. Even though everything I'm wearing is basic to the T, I feel so lush. I feel so luxurious. And I love this. I love that it's so, so simple, and all just to like this denim skirt. I will say this, for any short-legged girly, any short girly, don't listen when somebody tells you a long skirt is just going to make you look short, because it's not. It's not. It's gonna lengthen you. It's gonna make you look taller. It's gonna help you have those angles, because why? only tall girls, only girls with lengthy legs can wear long skirts, and you're part of that group. You are part of that group. I am gonna say for this overall outfit, because I am doing what I can to upgrade this denim skirt, upgrade my fit, upgrade my look, I have to give this, I would say, an 8.5. And the only reason I'm giving this whole look an 8.5 is because I wish I didn't have sandals, but it's hot. If I could, I would actually pair this up with a nice boot, a heeled boot. I think that would give it a more luxe look. I would also have to say, like, this top, although this colors, them both being in the same dark colorway, kind of works out for me and does elevate the looks overall, because I do think if this was like a pastel red with this indigo dark jean bottom, it just would clash and there'd be too much contrast. But I wish this top actually was longer and didn't have a little bit of a crop feel, because look at this. If it's longer and lengthy, not only does it suck my stomach in, it just kind of fits beautifully, versus with my belly out a little bit, it kind of feels like there's a disconnect in the outfit, or at least a disconnect in the overall style. Okay guys, so we have gotten to the end of this haul, the end of trying to upgrade our basics, and I think for the first time doing this, I did a pretty decent job, a pretty good job. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. But yeah, definitely one thing I learned from this whole thing is you really do not need much to upgrade your style, upgrade your life. Honestly, if you have your basics, your foundation down packed, it's going to be easier and easier to upgrade and add more pieces in. I will definitely say accessories play such a big part in upgrading your outfit. Literally, one bracelet, one necklace, or earrings can make all the difference. Or as you guys saw, a belt. A belt is honestly the one thing I would say really can upgrade your outfit. So with that being said, these were my final scores for my outfits. I think I was trying to be generous, but at the same time trying to be honest, and that gave me a full total score of 8.125, which isn't so bad. I like that I still have room to work with, because I can always upgrade, elevate, add, layer, whatever. But this is a beautiful start to this, and I'm very grateful. For those of you that stayed to the end of this video, I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much, and hopefully I get to see you again. Bye.